What is Gooch Gooch, my beautiful Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and the North Node? Now, if you have Leo in those placements precisely in your chart, this reading is for you. But a disclaimer, if this reading does not resonate with you, please don't force the message to fit and don't tell me in the comment section below that it's not your story. If it doesn't resonate with you, please go check out your other signs. Now, my lilies, my fire signs, boo-boos. We're going to first get into some scrying, see what channeling that spirit wants to let you know during this time. As you can tell, I have my bowl of water right here. And then we're going to get into the tarot. And then we're going to get clarification on what the tarot is saying to get you more in depth on your situation and what you're currently going through. Then we're going to get some messages in your love life, because I know a lot of people like to know about that, especially you, my lilies, especially you. And then at the end, we're going to get some messages from your higher self and some advice and what it wants to let you know to be able to move forward, or if you need any clarity on anything. So, lilies, let's get into this. Leos, I'm feeling a lot of empowerment, motivation, confidence, more than ever before. I really like this energy, and I'm a Leo moon, so of course, I'm not gonna lie, this Libra full moon was like, man, I was up and down, out and around, just like upset, angry, feisty, but also motivated. I don't know. That's how you've been feeling, Leos. All right, Spirit, what wants to come through for Leo? My lilies, I like this energy, especially for my Leos, because Leos, you govern the heart. So you're very giving, you're very loving, but I feel as if you're like kind of close to Cancer, meaning that you guys are very loving, very giving. But with Leos, it's like, I'm gonna be honest, Leo, you have a little bit of naivety to you. Sometimes you could be naive when you're giving. Sometimes you don't want to use your discernment. You want to see the benefit of the doubt. But what I just channeled was that you're no longer accepting that. I feel a lot of you Leos are evolving, because the more you do introspection, I feel like you've been clearing out a lot of past energy, childhood wounds, starting to see your fears, starting to see your insecurities, really tapping into your heart deeper than ever before. And because of this, you're starting to recognize how you were the one holding yourself back, how the reason why particular situations or why you were attracting certain people, like same energy but different face, was because you were tolerating that. And I feel like the energy clearing was recognizing what you deserved. And I feel like now you're learning how to express yourself boldly with courage, to the point that you don't care how people take it. And I don't feel like it's coming from a defensive way, or like a way where I'm like, you know, you're telling people off, or you're being egoic, or you're aggressive. I feel it's more like I'm expressing myself because I need to, and how I feel and how I think matters. And whatever happens, if you want to leave my life, if you don't accept it, if you can't, you know, open up the way that I'm opening up to you, then, you know, I can't no longer tolerate you in my life. And I feel, Leos, it's been a long time coming, you learning how to accept allowing things leaving your life and giving yourself permission to say, okay, I'm good with myself. I'm good with my solitude. I don't feel alone. I feel empowered being with myself. But Leos, make sure, I'm just getting this as I'm like putting my hand over the water. Make sure that when you are choosing you and you are expressing yourself and you see things leaving your life, don't be too self-involved to the point you think people don't deserve your love. Because when you think people don't deserve your love, you're closing out your heart and you're really living from the ego. So you have to be very mindful of the fact that, you know, even though you have your skepticism about why you feel the way that you do towards certain people, why you think the way you do towards certain people and things and places and even yourself, it's because you're going through a shift where you're recognizing a new phase of yourself, a new vision of yourself, new version. That's what I want to say. New version of yourself. So make sure that, yes, learn how to have discernment and protect your heart to the point you know who deserves your energy and who doesn't. But at the same time, don't get so caught up in recognizing your greatness to the point you close off your heart, and it's only bringing egoism into the picture, because you are ruled by the sun, Leo. And Leo's, since we're ruled by the sun is all about the ego, what we express to the world, what we give out, what makes us shine, what makes us bright. So like, be very mindful that you know your greatness, but you don't close yourself off to potential opportunities or relationships that are actually divinely meant for your highest good. So be very, very mindful of that. All right, well, let's get into the tarot. I hope you guys are having a lovely, bubbly day. I hope so. I hope so. Look at that. 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I love it. Y'all feeling lucky. If you've been doing a lot more meditations on, I just heard lucky girl syndrome. I don't know why. I've been doing that lately. Like, there's my favorite YouTuber named Mary Kate. And she does amazing meditations. And speaking of my lilies, I was thinking about the Strength card. I love it. She does amazing meditations, and one I listen to is Lucky Syndrome, and her affirmations are so on point. So I feel like you Leos are meditating more. Even if you're not listening to guided meditations, you are creating your own sense of connecting with spirit. So when you do meditate, you're intentional with it. You know the purpose of why you are meditating. You know what you're asking for, what you're needing, you know, the clarity you're receiving. You're allowing yourself to receive and give to yourself, which is beautiful. It's a long time coming. It's a long time coming, my Leos. All right. Let's see what the tarot has to say for my lilies. For my Leo spirit, you got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Let's get it. Let's get it. I feel like you were in the 4 of Cups energy before. Now you're in just like, I know my worth. I know what I deserve. I feel like Leos, your purpose on this planet was to, of course, be an essence of love. But I feel like a lot of you had to go through tumultuous situations so you can not only learn a lesson, but you can recognize the purpose of why it had to come into your life, for you to evolve yourself, for you to see yourself, for you to really cater and nurture to yourself. Because I'm like feeling a lot of abandonment. And sometimes when abandonment comes in, it's because we are perceiving someone as if they're not giving us what we want. But Leos, not everyone has the heart that you have. Not everyone has the love that you have. So you are a reflection of trying to assist people on their path of the potentiality they could become, but they don't love themselves the way that you love yourself. So you've learned how to take your love back and put it in yourself, to the point you're magnetizing things and people to you who are on the same wavelength, to the point they see you, they hear you, they love who you are as you. So I love that. So just know the reason why you had to go through what you had to go through is to recognize that you're not meant to heal other people. You're not meant to cater to other people. If they're not willing to not just take your advice, if they're not willing to see that you're giving, if they're not reciprocating, if they're not willing to do the inner work, it's not your job to do that work for them. It's not. The best thing that you could ever do for yourself and for anyone, not just in relationships, but in friendships, but in family, but in any circumstances, even with yourself, is to work on yourself and allow that person to work on themselves. And when you work on yourself, you actually become the inspiration for another person to do that inner work. So you're not here to fix people or heal people. You're here to be you. And don't try to be loved or liked, Leo, because when you try to seek that attention, it only leads to disappointment. Always. Always. All right. Tarot. Channeling. Straight channeling. What do you want to let my Leos know? What they're currently going through. All right. Yes. 9 of Swords in the reverse. King of Cups here. All right. All right. We'll see. We'll see. That's probably about someone. Thank you. High Priestess. Let's go, bro. All right, Leos. 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I figure this is about a relationship. Or a particular person in your life. It doesn't have to just be about a relationship, but I do feel it is a relationship. Look at you! Showing up again at the bottom of the deck. All right, Leos. So let's get some clarification. The 9 of Swords here, the King of Cups, and the High Priestess. Some of you guys may have went through a current breakup. And some of you guys may be facing fears about the current situation that you are in. Like, not situation, but relationship you are in. And I feel this is... You were very anxious and worried and fearful about someone hurting you, leaving you, abandoning you. But I feel like this was more of like your inner child trying to knock on the door and say, hey, I need you right now because I'm going through things. I'm feeling these intense emotions and I need you. And I feel like you're starting to perceive that you're projecting onto someone and you're projecting your past onto someone. And I feel like that baggage that was suppressed came to the surface to be unpacked. And you may have trouble sleeping because you were overthinking the situation, overthinking this person. Now, for some of you guys, it could just be about you not feeling appreciated by how much you give and how much you love. So it's like there's a... You allowed yourself to meet yourself deeper than you ever have before. And when I say this, it meaning that you decided to go within and really say, you know what, I'm going to feel these emotions. I'm tired of holding it in. I'm tired of being upset. Why is it that I go through the same thing over and over and over? And you really, really question that within yourself. Why the Nine of Swords? The Magician. King of Wands. Yo. I love it when y'all show up in your fucking reading. It's always Leos that show up in your freaking readings, man. All right, and the Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck, the Devil. Okay, maybe dealing with the Capricorn here. Got maybe dealing with another Leo here. Okay, I like what this is saying. Nine of Swords in the reverse. So now that you went through that cleanse, that release, the Magician, the King of Wands, the Strength, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is letting me know that you were able to alchemize that pain and transmute it into confidence and power. Maybe a lot of you Leos have not been feeling that confident because you've been feeling insecure. It's because insecurities are trying to come to the surface for you to rid them, for you to learn from them. And so with the King of Wands here, this is letting me know that you guys are really in your masculine energy. You're really motivated. You're moving forward. It's like you're taking that pain as fuel and using it. Who did I say this to? I think I said this to Geminis and Aries yesterday. So you might be dealing with those. You might be dealing with those signs. But with the Strength card here and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel, Leos, that you recognized how much you lack trust in yourself because of all the pain that you went through. And sometimes that can happen when we face so many painful experiences. We feel like we can't trust ourselves. But I feel like you're starting to recognize the eye of discernment, the power of discernment that you have. And discernment is such a spiritual gift. A lot of people don't have discernment. They want to hang out with anyone, do whatever, hang around longer than they should in a relationship. But I feel like you gain a lot of discernment from either a breakup, from a person, or maybe a current person that you're with is assisting you to awaken to these suppressed energies within you, so you no longer sabotage what is here in your life currently that is actually your best and highest good. And I'll let you know, Leos, I'm literally going through the same fucking shit. Since I'm in a new relationship, I'm going through the same shit. But it's helping me recognize how to appreciate not only a relationship, but myself and life and all that I have. So it's really just like, I feel like you're finding your strength, you're finding your power, you're finding yourself again. And a lot of things are turning. It's like, I feel like the wheel was upside down for a while because you were in a state of negativity and seeing the worst. But now it's in the upright, going in the correct manner, because now you're knowing what you needed to learn from what you were feeling. And now it's actually serving you rather than traumatizing you. But with the Devil at the bottom of the deck, be very mindful with this energy. Because when we could get really confident in ourselves and find our purpose, we sometimes think we're such on a high that would never be a low. There's always going to be experiences that come into our life that to teach us, we have to be mindful of the toxicity within ourselves and the toxicity of the world as well. So we know not to repeat the same patterns. Why is this King of Cups here? Who is this King of Cups? Might be dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Dude, you got the King of Wands here and the Queen of Wands. You got a pair, bro. You got a fucking pair. All right. King of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Star. Now, for some of you, this King of Cups here, I'm feeling Scorpio very strongly. Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon, Scorpio sun. There might be someone who is, you feel, and a lot of people think Leos are not that intuitive, but if you care that much and be that empathetic, you are very intuitive. And if I'm saying it right, intuitive. You feel someone is hiding their emotions and not able to express them. But Leos, don't take this as discouragement, like this person doesn't love you, this person doesn't like you. It's more of the fact that this person never met someone like you. They probably went through such awful things in their life with the Nine of Swords. They probably haven't been able to sleep lately. You got the Temperance here, so you might be dealing with the Saggy. But this person has never met anyone like you. You're independent, you're confident. Even though you may put up a front on the surface, underneath the surface, you know your insecurities, you know your shadows. But I feel like you sense that this person is not able to communicate the way that you do and the way that you want them to is because they never met anyone like you. When they look at you, Leo, they look at someone like, damn, you a fucking prize. How did I get lucky with you? Like, how did I get lucky with you? But also it's because you see right through them. So it's like, they don't know. And you know what's funny? I feel like this person was like the one people always sought after, where they didn't have to do much or speak much. So it's like, oh, they were a smooth talker. They were like a freaking guru with their words. They you know, they get what they want. But with you, it's like you bring another side out of them. You really make them tap into their emotions to the point that maybe you guys are mimicking each other and fearing a really harmonious connection that is healthy, but it's like, this is all new to me. This is so unfamiliar. And the thing is, when we get out of toxic relationships and we get into a healthy one, we still come not only with baggage, but we come with the same characteristics that were developed in the past relationship. So it's like we fear walking on eggshells. We fear expressing ourselves because we don't want to say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, or sabotage things. So we feel like suppressing how we feel is a lot more better. But this person looks at you like damn, you're the fucking one. Like, I feel that strongly. And you got the Star here, bro. So you might be dealing with Aquarius. You got air sign here, so all the air signs. But the Ace of Swords here, this person I'm just starting to feel a knot in my throat, bro. Like, I'm starting to feel a knot. This Ace of Swords, this person really has so much they want to express to you because they see you as, I don't want to say a prize or a trophy. They see you as a star, someone who shines bright. It's like they love knowing that you're in their life and you bring light to their life. It's like they've probably been in the dark for so long, had so many things that hurt them, and it took them a while to get out that pain. But meeting you, and I feel like this is very unexpectedly, meeting you, just like, whoa, this is not only a breath of fresh air, but you bring light to my life. Like, you are the sun to my darkness. You help me heal. You help me see things. You give me a different perspective. This person sees you as very fucking intelligent. So, and definitely emotionally mature, because with that Queen of Wands, is definitely emotionally mature. All right, let's get the High Priestess here. Why is the High Priestess here? Why is the High Priestess here? Four of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Got Capricorn energy up in here. The Fool and the Page of Swords. All right, Leo. So the reason why I feel the High Priestess is here, because you know that this is out of your hands. You know the reason why this person may pull back, not text you, but doing their own thing. Like, there's kind of like a sense of separation right now, but you guys are talking. You feel that this is for a higher purpose right now, for you guys to recognize the wounds that came from past relationships. And then when you guys come together, it's like you got to heal those. You guys got to go through your process. So I feel like right now, since you're recognizing maybe you had codependency tendencies, I feel like the Four of Pentacles here, your intuition is guiding you to take a step back and focus on thyself. Focus on your tangible, your money, your finances, your goals, your dreams. Because with the Knight of Cups here, This person has a lot of love for you, and they're going to come forth and express that when the time is right. But I feel like right now, you need to pour into yourself. You need to start taking action. You need to start learning new things. You need to start implementing things in your life that you really want to do. And in a way, I feel like this person is really, like, it's like spirit brought this person into your life to help you feel inspired. And maybe some of you Leos, you were in relationships where your significant other didn't really support you on your dreams, your desires, or your gifts. And it's just like, this is the first person that ever made you feel like you can be yourself. So I feel like you're not over giving, you're not over expressing anymore. You're really in a state of, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm just gonna go after what I need to go after, and they want to come forth, they could come forth. But other than that, it's like you cleared out so much of codependency that you're not relying on someone else to give you a sense of life, if that makes sense. Not really define your worth. It's more like you're not waiting around for this person. You're doing your fucking thing. And that's what you need to do, Leos, instead of focus on a relationship so much. Sometimes you could be in la la land. You might be dealing with the Taurus. Sometimes you could be in la la land and just forget about your whole entire life. But Spirit, I think this is the lesson you have to learn with the separation. You have to learn to not forget about yourself and learn independence while you are in a relationship. So Queen of Pentacles, that's what I'm talking about. The Hierophant, Queen of Pentacles. This is a long-term relationship, but this person has their own process to go through. But with the Knight of Swords here and the Hermit, they're definitely going through their own emotional overwhelmment with this connection, and they're going through an ego death right now. So you have to let them process what they need to process, because you may have said some things, not to hurt them, but like really genuinely telling them that you care. But that may have been a little bit too much for them because they never met anyone like that. They were probably always like, they may have been the smooth talker, but once they got someone, they probably always had to chase that person afterwards, like a narcissistic, empathic thing. So I feel like right now you're taking a step back and not trying to create that trauma bond, but allow this person to approach you in a mature, emotionally mature manner. All right, that's deep. Let's get into love now, since we're talking about, what do I want to call this reading? Because I got to write this down. I just want to say, Leo, you getting it. Yep, Leo, you get it now. I have to write these down because sometimes I be forgetting. Every time I do these readings, I be forgetting what I be doing in each reading. My forgetful ass. But also, Leos, don't neglect this person. They text you, text them back. Text them back. Not right away, but, be open. Be vulnerable. Let them know, I got my own thing to do, You just, because you let them know that you make them a priority in your life only if they make you a priority in their life. All right. For my Leos. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. I love that. So you guys are definitely going through a clearing right now. Yep, not today. Not dealing, her avoiding conversation, call, person, boundary, still angry. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of immense love and passion here. But this person has never met anyone like you, and you bring a side out of them where they have to see their shadow. They have to see these insecurities. Keys on a ring, many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. With this one, what I'm getting is that I don't feel like this person has options. Maybe they do, maybe you do, but I really feel as if you guys are thinking that each other have options. So it's like you guys are definitely mirroring each other at this time. It's like, oh, do I trust this? Do I trust that? It's like you're going through a period right now where it's like, really got to build trust for something long-term to happen, And this could be a situationship turning into a relationship, a current relationship. Or you guys just recognizing this. Even if you are single, you're just recognizing this about your love life. All right. Something wants me to clarify that. Why are the keys on the ring? Wedding rings and mirror. Didn't I just say that? Mirroring each other. Self-image. Relationship reflects our wounds. Introspection. You guys are both going through introspection. And about Mercury retrograde is coming to a town near you. So please understand, retrogrades are not about technology fucking up. or exes coming back. It's really about introspection. It's really about digressing. It's really about reflecting. So you guys are both going through that right now. Wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So you guys don't need to worry. Divine really is protecting this relationship. It's just divines make you guys go through these processes so you guys aren't reflecting your wounds on each other and creating trauma bonds. You guys are actually healing and processing, and then when the time is right, you guys will come together and communicate what happened between the separation and just really recognizing the true love that you guys do have for each other. All right. Let me bring this up here. Now let's close this out with messages from your higher self. If this resonated with you guys, please hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel, I kindly ask you. And don't forget to hit that notification button. And if you want to know, I didn't say this in the beginning, but if you want to know any of my services to my readings, I do Reiki healing sessions as well. I do dream interpretations, and I also just do therapy, counseling, even for couples. But and I also have a healing course and all my merch. So all that information will be down in the description box below. All right, let's get into this for my lilies. Higher self and my Leos. What do you want to let them know? My lilies, you're my lilies. What do you want to let my Leos know? I love this energy, Leos, because you're finding your confidence, you're loving yourself, even in a relationship, a situationship, or single. You're really understanding what love is to you by learning how to give it to yourself. And therefore, that's how you become magnetic for a potentiality of something powerful to happen. And the beautiful thing is you ain't got to do nothing. You're sitting in your feminine energy, we're healing those wounds, and you're allowing yourself to receive. So that's the way it should be. Not the way it should be. But you are in your masculine energy. You're taking action within your life. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. My Leo's higher self. What do you want to let them know? What advice and what messages do you want to let them know during this time? Love it. Yes. This is like one of my favorite cards. Well, it's like my second favorite cards. I like this whole deck. What am I talking about? What else for my Leos? Okay. Can I get one more, please? All right. Something's telling me to read it this way, so I'm going to do it. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys will go through some emotional challenges, mental challenges, physical challenges, either a breakup or realizing wounds or just realizing certain thinking patterns. But challenges. Unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. You know what's beautiful is that when I was going through my own process of processing abandonment, processing insecurities, you know, I've been cheated on and all that, I've been abandoned by friends and all that, I started to realize that our higher power is our refugee. It is our refugee, meaning that whatever deity you believe in, it loves you so immensely that you have to recognize that it's not about receiving love from another person. It's about recognizing that you can't lose love and you don't need love. You are love. And you were created from love. And that love is trying to help remind you that no matter what, you're never alone. And the beautiful thing is when I started praying and all that, that fear, that anxiety started to go away. And I recognized, like, damn, why haven't I done this before? Why haven't I recognized my worth before? Why haven't I seen that I've been loved this whole entire time? And I feel like a lot of your leaders are recognizing that now. Compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever-deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. That's what I'm saying. It's like you're learning how to see through the eyes of God and how God sees you, and God sees you as like, the thought of you made me feel like the world needed you. Ain't that? Yeah, I like that. All right, last one. Sanctuary. A sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your own heart. Take a screenshot, Bobo. Take a screenshot. All right, my beautiful Leos, that is all I have for you. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel. I kindly ask you. And if you want to book a personal reading with me or a healing session, all that information is down in the description box below. But until then, Leos, I'll see you on the next one, and only love.